Shalom. I'd like to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Hakwadash, and peace and blessings to the 144,000 and the rest of the elect. Hey, Shalom. I'm just going to start here. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And this is what the prophets do. They speak, thus saith the Lord. And the word of prophecy means to say before. So let them know, let my people know who the Lord's people are, the Israelites. Let them know that hey, what's about to happen. Let them know what's coming on the earth. This is Jeremiah chapter 1 and verse 4. Then the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai came unto me, saying, Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee, and before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee. So Yahweh, the Ba'ashem Yahushai, already knew us from the beginning. Which, let me continue. And I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. So he's telling Jeremiah, before you were even formed in the belly, I already knew you. In the spiritual realm, I knew you. I already planned out your life, what you were going to be, everything. And you've already been ordained before you were born to be a prophet. So the same thing, what you see the men around the world preaching this gospel, the 100% truth, starting with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and their elders, starting with the elder Abba Bivens. This is what you see here today. Men that were ordained before we were born to do this work. Second Ezra chapter 15 and verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. So write these down, put them in a book. These words are faithful, they're true, they're going to happen. They're going to come to pass. Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. So you have many different people from all manner of life, especially the tribes of Israel, that speak against this truth, that say this isn't going to happen, that we're not the Israelites, that we need to get off the corners, stop speaking, whatever, go back into Christianity and all this stuff, saying we don't know what we're talking about. Hey, that's incredulity, that's unbelief, that's being unfaithful. Saying we don't have the names of Yahweh, the names of the Heavenly Father or His Son, which is Yahweh, and His Son's name is Yahushai. Yahweh meaning He is, He to be, He exists, and Yahushai meaning that He saves, He delivers. Second Ezra chapter 15 and verse 3. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. So, from there, this is Jeremiah. This is Romans chapter 3 and verse 3. For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai without effect? So, hey, if they don't believe, will it make the things, for what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of God without effect? Hey, is their unbelief stronger than Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai? No. Verse 4, God forbid, yea, let God be true, or Yahweh be true, but every man a liar, as it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings, and mightest overcome when thou art judged. So, hey, let Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai be true. The rest of these people are liars. This is Jeremiah 4:22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are Sodom's children. And Sodom means to be stupid. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is calling his own people stupid children. And they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. So our people are stupid. They're stupid people. They're wise to do. They know how to cook up some rocks, how to sell perks, whatever. How to steal, how to get over on people. But the way to salvation, they have no idea. The names of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, they have no idea. Perfect. This is Hosea chapter 4 and verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children. So the point being that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai's people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. They're stupid children. You know, they've gone following after different gods, following after different ways of life. They forsook the Lord. And now the warning is going out to return to the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, before it's too late. Because this place is getting ready to be destroyed. This is Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. So, the men are set up to be watchmen. Watch what's going on. A watchman is watching all the time, 360 degrees, everything around, in the news, the prophecies, you know, what's going on with the people, the behavior of the people, you know, financial news, the weather, earthquakes. Matter of fact, because we're also, not only these things, we're watching for our Lord Yahushai's return, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, which, we're watching out for him. When is he going to return? Because he gave us signs. He gave us signs what to look out for, what to watch for. So if you're a watchman, you're looking, you're watching. Just like in the job description, in the title of it, watchman, the man that watches. This is Matthew chapter 24 and verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? So this is what Yahushai's disciple was asking him. You know, what do we watch out for? Because you're getting ready to leave. How do we know when you're coming back? And Yahushai answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. Why? Because in these times, there's going to be plenty of ways to be deceived. Plenty of ways. Yahushai didn't exist. That's not his name. He's not coming back. You know, if he's coming back, it's not in this lifetime. You know, many ways to be deceived. Oh, he wasn't a so-called black man. Oh, he's a so-called white man with long, stringy hair. And there's plenty of ways to be deceived in this world. You know, the world is filled with darkness. You know, you need the light, which is Yahushai, to be able to see in this dark world. But continuing on, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, or I am anointed, and shall deceive many. So many people will come and claim that they're the leaders, that they're to lead you, that you should follow them. And they'll come with garments, shiny garments, and looking good, and be able to speak well, and being, how do you say, looking extravagant. However, those people are here to deceive. They're really here to take away the unwanted. Verse 6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. So right now, are there not wars going on all around the world and more rumors of war? I believe the last one was the war going to happen in the Middle East between Iran and Israel. But then Israel is launching missiles into Lebanon. Plenty of things going on around the world. You have China and the Philippines, China and Taiwan, North Korea, South Korea. Things popping off all over. A civil war getting ready to break out here. You have migrants coming over, taking over apartment buildings, taking over different places here in Babylon the Great. There's plenty of things going on, plenty of things to watch for. Matthew 24 and verse 6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So, even though you see these things happening, the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. Now, I was watching the Elder Hawad from GMS North Carolina. I think it was either earlier this week or last week. He's saying there was over 1,000 earthquakes just in the, I don't remember if he said it in the week or in the month alone. But, I got my app here. I can just look at it. Hey, earthquakes all over the world. Earthquakes happening in Texas more often. Earthquakes that aren't even recorded. So you had an earthquake near San Antonio. But this thing doesn't tell me how many earthquakes. Oh, you know what? No, it doesn't tell me how many earthquakes, but hey, this app, My Shake, maybe you can see it. Hey, this app will tell you, different earthquakes happening around the world, and this is all within the last, I think, 2 weeks. But you can't see it. Scrolling all the way down, hey, that's plenty. I mean, this is going all the way to 2 weeks, and I'm still scrolling. How many earthquakes are happening. But the point being, hey, there's wars, rumors of wars. There's going to be kingdoms rising up against each other. A World War III is yet to happen, but we're in the beginning stages of that. No telling what could happen that can bring that. And famines are building up. And you have these lantern flies that are spreading across the U.S. You have diseases and pestilences building up. Verse 8, all these are the beginning of sorrows. So this is just the beginning, what you're seeing. This is the beginning sides of the return of Yahushua, because things have to get much worse. But the point being that, hey, that you're standing up as a watchman. We're sent out here to watch the signs of what's going on. Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 17, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. So give these people warning. Give the people of the house of Israel warning to repent. This is Psalms 147 in verse 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. So these laws, statutes, commandments, these were given to Israel and only Israel. He have not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So the rest of these nations, they don't know the Lord's judgments. They don't know how the Lord gets down. But Israel knows, and they should know, but they really don't, because they're stupid children. They don't know that what they're going through are the scourges of the Lord. Amos 3 and verse 2, you only have I known of all the families, which actually, let me say it, start up. Amos chapter 3 and verse 1, hear this word that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities. So we're the ones being punished for our iniquities, not the other nations. We transgress against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. We're the only ones that this was given to. So the warning is going to us. But then a warning of letting these other nations know what's going to happen to them is going out. But repentance is only for Israel, which Israel is scattered into all the nations. So you're not going to, even though we say Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, that's primarily dealing with the people here. But Israel is scattered into all the nations, looking like all the people. You know, it could look like a so-called white person, a so-called Chinese person, a so-called Hamite or African. You can look like any kind of people and be an Israelite. But that doesn't mean that repentance is open for the whole world. Because this isn't for them. Because really repentance is open right now for the elect. Ezekiel 3 and 18, when I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand. So if you don't give the wicked warning, hey, they're going to die. They're going to die either way. But that blood is going to be required at your hand because you knew and you didn't tell them. But verse 19, yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity, but thou hast delivered thy soul. So, hey, that unbeliever, that wicked person, whatever, didn't change, didn't turn from their iniquity, they didn't repent. Hey, the blood is off your hands. You told them. You let them know what was going on, and they didn't want to listen. 2 Ezra chapter 15 and verse 4, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. So, hey, they're gonna die. They didn't repent. They didn't want to believe it. Hey, oh well, that's on them. Verse 5, behold, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. So all these things are coming upon the world. All these things are coming to cleanse the earth, to remove the wicked. there's going to be, in the coming times, it's going to be a time of great judgment. If you don't have Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai with you, hey, you're not making it out. $39. Ah, there we are. Okay. This is Sirach chapter 39 and verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. So all these different spirits, where you see fire, hail, famine, plague, death, all these were created for vengeance. And all these are going to be unleashed upon the world. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. They shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is. And when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. Meaning that they're not gonna feel sorry, feel bad. Hey, they're glad to carry out the word, the word of the Lord. They're glad to carry out the commandment of the Lord. They're glad to be of use. And they're ready. This is Ezekiel chapter, I'll start at 9 and verse 1. He cried also in mine ears with a loud voice, saying, cause them that have charge over the city to draw near, even every man with his destroying weapon in his hand. And Ezekiel seeing, this is speaking of angels. And behold, 6 men came from the way of the higher gate, which lieth toward the north, and every man a slaughter weapon in his hand. And one man among them was clothed with linen, with a writer's inkhorn by his side. And they went in and stood beside the brazen altar. And the glory of the power of Israel was gone up from the cherub whereupon he was to the threshold of the house. And he called to the man clothed with linen, which had the writer's inkhorn by his side. And Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men. It's like, and set a mark upon the men's, set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. So set a mark upon the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations that are done in Israel. The men that see all these things going on. And that mark is a tawa. It's a mark of exemption. Verse 5, and to the others he said in mine ear, go ye after him through the city, and smite. Let not your eye spare, neither have ye pity. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children, and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary. And when they began at the ancient men which were before the house, and he said unto them, defile the house and fill the courts with the slain, go ye forth. And they went forth and slew in the city. So it's going to start with the ancient men. Those that knew their Israel, those that were supposed to be leading the people. And women and children. Everybody's catching the sword. Everybody's catching death, except for those men that were sighing and crying. And like in these times, everybody that doesn't have that tawa, they're gonna die. Which I should say in Babylon the Great. Oh, that's the wrong way. This is Zechariah chapter 13 and verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, this is the land here, Babylon the Great, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. So 2 parts, 2/3 of the people. 2/3 of the people that won't repent. 2/3 of the people that didn't receive the tawa, the mark of exemption, are going to be, they're going to be left here. They're going to die here. And if they don't get killed by the famine, the sword, and all that, ultimately when Yahushua comes back with the chariots of heaven, when the ICBMs drop, all these people are going to either be destroyed by the lasers from the chariots, or the thermonuclear destruction that's coming. Verse 9, and I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. So, the third, those that remain are going to be brought through this. This is going to be a time that's going to try the whole world, which actually, a time like no other. This is Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation. And this isn't just an hour. This is a period of time, which shall come upon the whole world to try them that dwell upon the earth. And that temptation, that's a hot time. When you like in metalworking, when you're testing the metal. You're testing what it's made out of. You're testing whether it will break or not. And Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, or Yahushai, isn't going to, he said he's going to keep us from it. Not that we won't have to go through it, but he's going to keep us protected. Meanwhile, the rest of the world, they're going to be, the rest of the 2/3 and all them, they're not going to make it. They're going to die here. Back to Zechariah chapter 13 and verse 9, and I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried, and they shall call on my name, and I will hear them. And again, this is all over the scriptures. The elect are going to call on the names Yahweh wa Yahushai. They're going to call on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. They're going to call on those names. They believe in those names. They're not going to call on any other kind of name, none of that. They're going to call on those. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is my power. So, hey, we're going to call on the Lord, and the elect are going to call on the Lord, and the Lord is going to hear the elect. Matter of fact, let me go back to that Ezekiel. Let me go back to Ezekiel. This is Ezekiel chapter 8 and verse 18. Therefore will I also deal in fury. Mine eyes shall not spare, neither will I have pity. And though they cry in mine ears with a loud voice, yet I will not hear them. So, hey, even though you're crying in the ears of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, you might even be calling on his name in that day. Hey, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is not going to hear you wicked 2/3. Like Yahweh Shai said, hey, there shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. What the fuck is that? That might stop coming over here. Anyway. Salakia. I think that was it. Huh. I think that was a tick or something. That was big. Let's see here. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 5. Behold, saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. So wickedness has exceedingly polluted the entire earth. The whole earth is polluted. From the minds of the people to the food, the water, the air, you name it. Therefore saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things, in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. Actually, that's... No. This is Revelation chapter 6 and verse 9. And when he had opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and for the testimony which they held. And they cried with a loud voice, saying, How long, O Lord, holy and true, dost thou not judge and avenge our blood upon them that dwell on the earth? So these voices are continually crying out. The elect are continually asking, "Hey, how long, Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai? How long are you gonna before you avenge us?" Because they want justice, the same way we want justice, the same way Abel was crying out, he wanted justice. Verse 11, and white robes were given unto every one of them, and it was said unto them that they should rest yet for a little season, until their fellow servants also and their brethren that should be killed as they were should be fulfilled. So that they were given rest, and they were given white robes, meaning that they were of the elect. Let me see. Let me go back. That was. Second Ezra chapter 15 and verse 8, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things, which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. And therefore, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, I will surely avenge them, and I will receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. So, hey, the innocent, the elect, hey, they're all going to be avenged. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is gonna take care of them. But meanwhile, hey, while those are complaining, the men, those chosen, those men, women, and children that received that dawah, that mark of exemption, that aren't going to be destroyed, hey, they're going to be crying in these times. They're going to be complaining continually. You know, they want this place to be destroyed. They want the kingdom of heaven to come. This is Luke chapter 17 and 26. And as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be also in the days of the Son of Man. So, hey, even though in these times a destruction's coming, the same way, the same thing that Noah was doing. He was prophesying, telling them that destruction is coming. They did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all. So like that, hey, they were going about their daily lives, ignoring the word that was going out, ignoring the message that was going out, continuing in their wickedness. They did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all. So let me get just to go into the account. This is Genesis chapter 6, and I'll start at verse 5. And the Most High saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. And the same way these days. Like it said in second Esdras, that wickedness have exceedingly polluted the earth. And the earth was polluted back then, and now it's even worse. Now it's overflowing. Now the wickedness is reaching up to the heavens. And it repented Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. And Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast and creeping thing, and the fowls of the air, for it repenteth me that I have made them. So, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai said he's going to destroy the entire earth. And the entire earth during Noah's time was flooded. The entire earth. But Noah found grace in the eyes of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. So let me jump down. No. These are the generations of Noah. Noah was a just man and perfect in his generations. And Noah walked with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. And what does that mean? To walk with him. That means he followed in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai's laws, statutes, and commandments. Let me see here. This is just real quick. Amos chapter 3 and verse 3. Can two walk together except they be agreed? So, Noah, for him to walk with Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, meaning he agreed with him. He was in agreement. So, he walked with him. He kept his laws, statutes, and commandments. Genesis chapter 6 and verse 10. And Noah begat 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. The earth was also corrupt before Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and the earth was filled with violence. And the Most High looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth. And the Most High said unto Noah, the end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them. And behold, I will destroy them with the earth. And so he goes, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai goes and tells Noah to make an ark and gives him the instructions, the exact instructions, how to make it, what wood to use, the measurements, what to use for pitch, the exact blueprint on how to make it. And he made it exactly as he was told. I'm going to jump down to verse 17. And behold, I, even I, do bring a flood of waters upon the earth to destroy all flesh, wherein is the breath of life from under heaven. Let me read that again. And behold, I, even I, do bring a flood of waters upon the earth to destroy all flesh, wherein is the breath of life from under the heaven, and everything that is in the earth shall die. So, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai told Noah, I'm going to destroy everything. But with thee will I establish my covenant, and thou shalt come into the ark, thou and thy sons, and thy wife, and thy sons' wives with thee. So Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is letting Noah know that the covenant is going to be with him. And the covenant ended up going to the Shem after that, and then being passed down all the way to Abraham, to Isaac, and then to Jacob. And this covenant is a very big deal. Who the Lord makes his promise with, who he makes an agreement with. This is Luke chapter 17 and verse 27, 26. And as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be also in the days of the Son of Man. They did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all. So they were continuing on about their daily lives, continuing on like nothing was going on, continuing on like there was nothing happening. This here, 2 Peter chapter 3, and I'll start at verse 3. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lusts, and saying, where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of creation. And you can imagine what they're saying in Noah's time. Hey, Noah, what you building that ark for? Ain't nothing going to happen. What do you mean it's going to rain? Ain't no such thing as rain. Rain doesn't come from the clouds. Man, you tripping, Noah. Man, you been building that ark for a long time and ain't no rain coming. You've been building that boat for a while, Noah. What's happening, Noah? You okay, Noah? Everything all right at home? We've been here forever. Ain't no rain ever come from no sky. Rain comes from the ground, Noah. I mean, water comes from the ground. You know, hey, up until they were destroyed. Because once that destruction came, hey, it's too late. The ark was already sealed. The same thing with this destruction coming. It's going to be too late when everything pops off. Second Peter 3 and verse 5, for this they willingly are ignorant of, that by the word of the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the water and in the water, whereby the world that was then, being overflowed with water, perished. But the heavens and the earth, which are now, by the same word, are kept in store, reserved unto fire, against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. So, hey, the times today, these are reserved for the thermonuclear destruction, reserved for fire. Luke 17 and 28. Likewise also as it was in the days of Lot. They did eat, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, they builded. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. So, hey, they were doing the same things in Lot's day when those 5 cities were destroyed. They were eating, drinking, marrying, doing whatever they wanted, not taking heed to what's going on. This is Revelation. This is Genesis chapter 19 and verse 1. I don't know where that thing keeps coming from. That's the second time that thing was on me. Okay, so that is a tick. All right. Them things freaking creep up on you. I don't know if they can jump. This is Genesis chapter 19 and verse 1. And there came two angels to Sodom at even. And Lot sat in the gate of Sodom. And Lot, seeing them, rose up to meet them. And he bowed himself with his face towards the ground. And he said, Behold now, my lords, turn in, I pray you, into your servant's house, and tarry all night, and wash your feet, and ye shall rise up early and go your ways. And they said, Nay, but we will abide in the street all night. So the two angels came to Sodom, and they seen Lot was in the gate, showing you that he was a prophet, a watchman. You know, he's watching. And he pressed upon them, verse 3, and he pressed upon them greatly. And they turned in unto him and entered into his house. And he made them a feast and did bake unleavened bread, and they did eat. But before they lay down, the men of the city, even the men of Sodom, compassed the house round about. Let me read that again. But before they lay down, the men of the city, even the men of Sodom, compassed the house round, both old and young, all the people from every quarter. So the men of Sodom, showing you how wicked they were, and they surrounded the house. All the men from the city, the old and young men from the city. Verse 5, and they called unto Lot, and said unto him, Where are the men which came in to thee this night? Bring them out unto us, that we may know them. And that's not to say, to get to know them like, oh, hey, what's your name? I'm so-and-so, I'm this and that. Oh, you like playing sports? Oh, cool, man. Where you from? Oh, man, that's so cool, man. No. These men were freaks. Out of their mind. They want to know them like you know a woman. These men were disgusting. And they called unto Lot and said unto him, Where are the men which came into thee this night? Bring them out unto us, that we may know them. And Lot went out at the door unto them, and shut the door after him. So they were calling out, Lot, let us know those men. Bring them out to us. And Lot went out to go talk to them. Like, hey, come on, man, what y'all doing? And said, I pray you, brethren, do not so wickedly. Say, hey, man, don't do this wicked stuff, man. This is wicked what y'all are doing. Verse 8, Behold, now I have two daughters, which have not known man. Let me, I pray you, bring them out unto you, and do ye to them as is good in your eyes. Only unto these men do nothing, for therefore came they under the shadow of my roof. So he said, he's trying to make, it's showing you that he's not talking about, just meeting and greeting them. No, they wanted to get down. They wanted to do what the alphabet people do today. And in the coming times, hey, they have gangs now that I've seen videos on that, hey, they're kidnapping women and forcing them into prostitution. And they're going to be doing the same thing to anybody they can catch. Showing you that these men are depraved, sick animals. And Lot's trying to reason with them. Look, I got two daughters. They haven't known a man, and you can have them. But these two men, hey, don't mess with them. And showing you how wicked and discussing these people were, because hey, these are angels. You don't know that they had the power to destroy you. Verse 19, and they said, Stand back. And they said again, this one fellow, they said, Get back. And they said again, this one fellow came into sojourn. So you came here, you're a visitor here. You're not from here. and he will needs be a judge. Now will we deal so not only are you a visitor here, but you're judging us here? You think you're better than us? It's like this one fellow came in to sojourn, and he will needs be a judge. Now will we deal worse with thee than with them? So hey, they say, hey, we're gonna do worse to you than we're gonna do to them, showing you how perverse they are, showing you why this place needs to be destroyed. Because the people are worse today, and it's only going to get worse and worse. And they pressed sore upon the man, even Lot, and came near to break the door. So they were going to break the door down to get to these angels. But the men put forth their hand and pulled Lot into the house to them, and shut to the door. And they smote the men that were at the door of the house with blindness, both small and great, so that they wearied themselves to find the door. So they got struck with blindness, they got turned blind, and then they were still looking for the door to get at them. Showing you, hey, these people are sick and perverse. And each time's coming, and it's going to be like this, and it's going to be even worse. Because, hey, it would be best, to if you're a woman, to get with the man of the Lord. It would be best if you're a man to get right with the Lord. Because, hey, in these times, hey, only the angels are going to be protecting his elect, protecting Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai's elect. You gotta watch out for that tick, man. That's real weird, man. Them ticks look weird, man. They're creepy. Real creepy looking, man. This is Psalms 34 and verse 7. The angel of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai encampeth round about them that feared him, and delivereth them. So, hey, the angels of the Lord, the angels of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai are going to be encamped around the men, women, children that fear Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, and they're going to protect them. That's why it also says Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is going to keep thee from the hour of temptation. Not saying that you're not going to have to go through stuff, but you're going to be protected. You're going to go through it and you're going to pass. You're going to be refined. You're not going to break. You're not going to be like reprobate silver. Verse 12, and the men, Genesis 19 and verse 12, and the men said unto Lot, hast thou here any besides, son-in-law and thy sons and thy daughters, and whatsoever thou hast in the city, bring them out of this place. For we will destroy this place, because the cry of them is waxing great before the face of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, and Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai have sent us to destroy it. And Lot went out and spake unto his sons-in-law, which married his daughters, and said, up, get you out of this place, for Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai will destroy this city. But he seemed as one that mocked unto his sons-in-law. So again, and them mockers and scoffers, them not believing, hey, they're gonna die here. The same way in this time. And people think this is a joke. This is something to play around with. This stuff isn't gonna happen. This Babylon the Great, America is going to last forever. It's going to bounce back from whatever. Hey, it's not going to happen. This place is set to be destroyed. And the scriptures don't have to say America is Babylon the Great. America will be destroyed. No, the scriptures are written in code. It doesn't have to say that. Genesis 19 and 14. And Lot went out and spake unto his sons in law, which married his daughters, and said, Up, get you out of this place, for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai will destroy the city. But he seemed as one that mocked unto his sons in law. And when the morning arose, the angels hastened Lot, saying, Arise, take thy wife and thy 2 daughters, which are here, lest thou be consumed in the iniquity of the city. So, hey, get out of this place. Leave. Hurry up. Verse 16, and while he lingered, the men laid hold upon his hand, and upon the hand of his wife, and upon the hands of his 2 daughters, and Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai being merciful unto him, they brought him forth and set him without the city. So the angels had to pick him up and take them out of the city because he was lingering. He was tarrying. Let me see here. Amos, Micah 2 and 2. This is Micah 2 and verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. And the angels are telling them this place, hey, if you stay here, you're going to be destroyed along with this. Let me read that again. I can't. It says Genesis 19 and 15, and when the morning arose, the angels hastened Lot, saying, Arise, take thy wife, thy 2 daughters, which are here, lest thou be consumed in the iniquity of this city. So you'll be consumed in the iniquity here. You'll be destroyed along with this place. So hurry up and get out. Micah chapter 2 and verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. Now in this time, I should say, we're in a wicked city. The whole earth is polluted with wickedness. There is nowhere that we can go to escape the wickedness of this wicked kingdom. So you're departing here, starting with your mind. You're not catching a plane ticket. You're not getting a passport, going to another country, going to Bengal or whatever, going to Dimona. That's not going to happen. You're departing here in your mind. You're no longer, invested in these things here in Babylon the Great. Because everything here will destroy you. Micah 2 and 10 again. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. So this place can destroy you. This place is so polluted. Overwhelmingly polluted from every aspect of this society. And ultimately, if you partaker here, you're going to be destroyed with the thermonuclear destruction. Genesis chapter 19 and verse 17, and it came to pass when they had brought them forth abroad, that he said, Escape for thy life. Look not behind thee, neither stay thou in all the plain. Escape to the mountain, lest thou be consumed. And Lot said unto them, O not so, my lord. Behold, now thy servant hath found grace in thy sight, and has magnified thy mercy, and thou hast magnified thy mercy, which thou hast showed unto me in saving my life. And I cannot escape to the mountain, lest some evil take me and I die. Behold now, this city is near to flee unto, and it is a little one. Oh, let me escape thither. Is it not a little one? And my soul shall live. And he said unto him, See, I have accepted thee concerning this thing, also that I will not overthrow this city for the which thou hast spoken. Haste thee, escape thither, for I cannot do anything till thou be come thither. Therefore, the name of the city was called Zoar. So the angel's telling him, look, I can't, go ahead and escape over there. Go to that city. Escape, because I can't do anything. I can't destroy this wicked city while you're still here. The same thing like in this time. All the elect that are in Babylon the Great are going to be taken up in the chariots. They're going to be allowed to escape. And at the same time, this place is going to be destroyed. Verse 23, and the sun was risen upon the earth when Lot entered into Zoar. Then Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai rained upon Sodom and upon Gomorrah brimstone and fire from Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai out of heaven. And he overthrew those cities and all the plain and all the inhabitants of the cities and that which grew upon the ground. So everything was destroyed in Sodom and Gomorrah and the 5 cities. Everything. And this was like a foreshadowing of things to come. But his wife looked back from behind him, and she became a pillar of salt. And she looked back. Why? Because hey, she was looking and thinking about all the things that they left behind, all the wonderful things that they had. But all that's destroyed. This is 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 5. And spared not the old world, but saved Noah, the 8th person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an ensample unto those that after should live ungodly. So let's look at this word ensample real quick. This is G5262, hypodegma. It says, an exhibit for imitation or warning, a sign suggestive of anything of a delineation of a thing, a representation, a figure, a copy, an example. That'd be the easiest one, an example. This is an example of what's to come, of what's to happen if you live ungodly. And this is coming to Babylon the Great. This is the most wicked kingdom that has ever been. Second Peter chapter 2 and verse 6, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly, and delivered just Lot, meaning just as in righteous. Not only Lot, but just. This is G1342, dikaios, equitable, innocent, righteous, observing divine laws. So Lot was a righteous man, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. So the same thing here. If you like all the stuff that's going on here, or you think you can just be friends with everybody, you didn't think love is love and that you should go along to get along and all this stuff, then you're not in the same mindset as Lot. Because all the things that are going on here should be vexing to somebody that's righteous. Verse 7, 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 7, and delivered just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. For that righteous man dwelling among them, and seeing and hearing, vexed his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds. So the same thing here. Everything that you hear going on here, women getting abortion after abortion, riding a carousel, men committing disgusting acts. All the people here are completely defiled, and this is vexing every day. The Lord Yahweh verse 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 9. The Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations, and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished. So the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai knows. He knows us. He knows how to get us out of situations. how to get us out of situations, how to reserve us. But the ungodly, they're reserved to destruction. They're not going to be delivered. This is 2 Timothy chapter 3. Matter of fact, hold on a second. I might not get that right. This is 2 Timothy chapter 3 verse 1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. And like in the last days of Sodom. And those were perilous times. Because what happened? All the men surrounded a house. They were so perverted that they were chasing after, still trying to get with the angels, even after they were blinded. Showing you how perverse these people were. And the times to come, how perverse, if that's how perverse they were back then, how much worse is it going to be now? Just thinking. Because you see this wickedness going on all over the world. All over. People getting gang raped. Whatever I said it. I saw a story the other day in India where a girl was G-raped. And then she gave birth to a kid. And then while she was in the hospital, after she gave birth to the child, and she got G-raped again by the hospital staff. And you see things here where people are kidnapping women and children off the streets. Which, speaking of the women, and making them into prostitutes. Forcing them into sex. How much worse that it's going to get. Because you have all these women that are walking around free, without a man, because they don't need a man. How much worse are the time's going to get? How much worse are the women going to act up until they're going to see that I need a man, I need protection. But now they don't need it because they're on top. They can make money doing OnlyFans. They can do this and that. They got careers. They got a degree. They got this and they got that. They got an apartment all by themselves. They're independent. But in these times coming, these are going to be perilous times where you're going to need a man that's being protected by Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God. So, all these are all the different types of people. And this might, these can embody one person, but this is, as a whole, how the people are going to be in the last days. While one person can have a lot of these traits, but it's society as a whole. But showing you the mindset of the people in the last days. And showing you, the people today, they only care about themselves. They're only about themselves. Everything is self-centered. Everything is boasting, a lie. This is Sirach chapter 10. And I'll start at verse 2. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. So if the people are like this, that are selfish, uncaring. Let me see here. Let me read that again. This is 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 2. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of the Most High. So all them things. That's how the people are at the end in the last days. So this here is Sirach 10 and 2, as the judge of the people is himself, the judge being the ruler. So are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. So showing you that if the people are like this, then the rulers of the city are like this. The higher ups are like this. The elites are like this. Those that are in rule and control are like this. This is what the people are like from the top down. You want to talk about trickle down economics? Well, this is it. The way they act, what they put as important, the rest of the people are going to see that. This is Esther, just to give an example of how the rulers and the mindset of these people can be affected. Esther 1 and 9, also Vashti the queen made a feast for the women in the royal house which belonged to King Ahasuerus, which that's in the 300, that's Xerxes. So the Queen Vashti had made a feast for all the women. They celebrating the women and all that. In verse 10, on the 17th day, when the heart of the king was merry with wine, he commanded Mehuman, Biztha, Harbona, Bigtha, and Abagtha, Zethar, and Carcass, the 7 chamberlains that served in the presence of Ahasuerus the king, to bring Vashti the queen before the king, the crown with the crown royal, to show the people and the princes her beauty, for she was fair to look upon. So, the king was wanting to show off his wife in front of all these people. To show off his wife, how beautiful she is. But the Queen Vashti refused to come at the king's commandment by his chamberlains. Therefore was the king very wroth, and his anger burned in him. So again, this queen had made a holiday or a get together for all the women to get together, and then she refused the king's command to come and show herself off. So it's like if feminism was back then, where today feminism, women have all the power. Women are above the men here in this society. The scriptures say that a woman shall encompass a man, meaning that surround us. Meaning that they, in this society, which this is, in this society, women rule over the men. But they're getting ready they're going to find out reality. Esther chapter 1 and verse 12, but the queen Vashti refused to come at the king's commandment by his chamberlains. Therefore was the king very wroth, and his anger burned in him. Then the king said to the wise men, which knew the times, for so was the king's manner toward all that knew law and judgment. And the next unto him was Karshina, Shathar. You know what? I'm going to skip to verse 15. Verse Esther 1 and 15. What shall we do unto Queen Vashti according to law? Because she hath not performed the commandment of the king Ahasuerus by the chamberlains. And Memucan answered before the king and the princes, Vashti the queen have not done wrong to the king only, but also to all the princes and to all the people that are in the provinces of the king Ahasuerus. For this deed of the queen shall come abroad unto all women, so that they shall despise their husbands in their eyes. And what do you see today? Constantly women hating their husbands, husbands hating their women, or wives hating their husbands, husbands hating their wives. And you see division. You see women thinking that they're better than their husbands. Every time you see a commercial with a man and a wife or whatever, or a man and a woman, hey, the man is such an idiot and the woman is so smart. But again, Esther 1 and 17, for this deed of the queen shall come abroad unto all women, so that they shall despise their husbands in their eyes, when it shall be reported. The king Ahasuerus commanded Vashti the queen might be bought. The king Ahasuerus commanded Vashti the queen to be brought in before him, but she came not. So she was just doing her own thing. She didn't want to listen to him. Probably doing almost snapping her fingers or whatever. Just imagining, but probably didn't do that. But just today, what you would see, the women all proud and stuff like that, won't even look at you, won't listen to you, won't hear what you're saying. Well, this is that same spirit back then, but today it's allowed to flourish. Esther 1 and 17, for this deed of the queen shall come abroad unto all women. And women see this stuff. And it's like what you have today with the Beyoncés and all these different women going crazy. Going crazy with their whoring. Unto all women, so that they shall despise their husbands in their eyes. I don't need no man. When it shall be reported, the king Ahasuerus commanded Vashti the queen to be brought in before him, but she came not. Likewise shall the ladies of Persia and Media say this day unto all the king's princes, which have heard of the deed of the queen, thus shall there arise too much contempt and wrath. So, hey, this chamberlain is seeing this. He's saying, hey, look, this is going to spread abroad. What happened? The word is going to spread that the queen is not listening to the king. And the women, all the women around are going to see this, and they're going to be empowered by this. And they're going to stop listening to their husbands. Why should they listen to their husbands if the queen doesn't? She's the ruler of the women. If she don't got to listen to him, why should I got to listen to him? As the rulers of the people, so are the officers. If the officer wants to be, or the ruler wants to be wicked and be corrupt, hey, the officers are going to see that, like, why do I need to be, I'm going to be corrupt too. This is how you get by. I see that he's making it. Take a little money off the top here, take a little there, whatever. Hey, this is common. So this showing you that this mindset spreads. Esther 1 and 19, if it please the king, let there go a royal commandment from him, and let it be written among the laws of the Persians and the Medes, that it be not altered, that Vashti come no more before the king Ahasuerus, and let the king give her royal estate unto another that is better than she. Verse 20, and when the king's decree, which he shall make, shall be published throughout all his empire, for it is great, all the wives shall give to their husbands honor, both to great and small. Now here, let me see here. because Ahasuerus' kingdom, here, Esther 1 and verse 1. Now it came to pass in the days of Ahasuerus, this Ahasuerus which reigned from India even unto Ethiopia, over 107 and 20 provinces. So over 127 provinces Ahasuerus ruled over. And this is from India to Ethiopia. That's a big stretch of land. Huge. So all the provinces would hear that the queen, disobeyed the king, and then they would rise up to what you see what you see today. Women not needing a man, women being rebellious, women wanting to do their own thing. Esther 1 and 20, and when the king's decree, which he shall make, shall be published throughout all his empire, for it is great, all the wives shall give to their husbands honor, both to great and small. And the saying pleased the king and the princes, and the king did according to the word of Memucan. So, the king, they put out Queen Vashti and brought another in, and the new queen ended up being Esther. And she ended up saving the Jews at that time, the Israelites, the real Jews. But the point of that being is, you let wickedness go. It'll happen. It'll spread through all the levels. This is Isaiah chapter 3 and verse 16. Moreover, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty, meaning to be proud, and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, meaning if they got eyes, they're lusting after everything, walking and mincing as they go, and making a tinkling with their feet. Therefore, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai will discover their secret parts. It's lucky that. Oh shit. Hey, I'm gonna wrap it up after this, because this. Either that's the same one, or they got multiple of them out here, and that's the third time the thing got on me. So, hey, I'm going to wrap it up after this. This is Isaiah chapter 3 and 17. Therefore, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion. And that's why you see the Jake women, particularly of the tribe of Judah, they always got to wear wigs. You see alopecia is high. You see that with Jada Pinkett. Jada Pinkett Smith, slag it. And therefore the Lord will smite thee with a scab of the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai will discover their secret parts. And that day will Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and that day will the Lord take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments about their feet and their calls, and their round tires like the moon, the chains and bracelets and the mufflers, and the bonnets and the ornaments of the legs, and the headbands and the tablets and the earrings, the rings and nose jewels, the changeable suits of apparel, and the mantles and the wimples and the crisping pins, the glasses and the fine linen and the hoods and the veils. So this is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai speaking to you women. At that time, he said he's going to take all this away from you. He's going to make you bald. He's going to take away all your jewelry, all your extra clothes, everything. And this time, hey, you women are high up. Hey, the same thing's going to happen again. Verse 24, and it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell there shall be stink. Instead of girdle, a rent. and instead of a well-set hair, baldness, and instead of a stomacher, a girding of sackcloth, and burning instead of beauty. So let me go to the next. This is Isaiah chapter 4. And in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name, and to take away our reproach. And these are the times coming. And these terrible times, and when all hell breaks loose, famine, destruction, death, all these things are going to be happening. Hey, the women that are going to make it, they're going to be trying to find a man of the Lord. And this is 7 women. That can be any number of women. It could be 1 to however many. They're going to be looking for a man of the Lord. They're going to be looking for somebody to take care of them. And they're going to be like, hey, I don't need you to take, I don't need you to take care of me, buy me stuff or whatever. I take care of myself. I just, let me just be called by your name, whatever. Hey, I take care of everything myself. I just need protection. But, hey, Lord willing, this was edifying. I got to cut it short. I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rachak Wadash, and peace and blessings to the 144,000 and the rest of your leg. Hey, Shalom.